Flip your lids, go wild for Adam Grabowski.
Thank you so much for listing my 11 years of credits. This is great. Sam, I'm jealous of 17-year-old Sam. You're so new to it. Your friends and family still show up to the shit you invite them to. So this is amazing, Sam. You can tell them to unmute their mics now. They can listen. Don't just have to vote at the end, in case you were wondering. He did well. He did very well. It was very fun. But I'm an adult competing with you, and that makes me feel weird. But I learned about the downward angle on my camera, so we're gonna have a talk, Sam. You teach me TikTok. Now, did anybody else get desperate during the first lockdown and I don't know, go to Starbucks 3 times a day just to hear a human voice say their name? Was that just me? Another mobile order for Adam, and I'm like, say it again. Your words. I want you guys to laugh more. So I do this little thing in Zoom shows to help people laugh. So I'm just going to ask a quick survey question. On the count of 3, I want you to answer 1, 2, 3. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
It works so much better than any of the shit anyone else can try. The correct answer to is a hot dog a sandwich is I hate you and we're not friends. Okay, that's not a real question. Could be, are we having a coup still happening in our country? Is cereal soup? I don't know. Our kids in cages? Is a Pop-Tart ravioli? No, that's why we have different words. Is water wet? And then you go, no, not as wet as my wop. Zoom shows are a little difficult. I sometimes do things to give myself confidence in a Zoom show. So I put this background up. The thing about it is, it's not that he's checking me out that makes me feel good. It's that she's pissed about it. Do you know what I mean? That's the thing I miss. Looking so good and going out and starting a fight for another couple. Do you know what I mean? That's what I want to do again. That would be fun for me. This is not the hardest show I've ever done. Let me put up my 2020 background. This is not the hardest show I've ever done. Pre-quarantine, I did a comedy show for nuns. Have any of you ever done comedy for nuns? Anyone in here?
No.
Fiona's only a confession, right?
Yeah.
That's a joke. Okay, only priests get to hear the good shit for whatever reason. Nuns don't get to hear the tea. That's not fair. That's sexist. Fiona, I grew up Catholic, so naturally I'm atheist. It's the fast pass. You cut the line that way. I performed for nuns. Actually, I got yelled at for calling them nuns. They're sisters. You guys know that there's a difference?
No.
Good answer. Okay. I was like, what's the difference? And they said, well, sisters can leave the convent and can own some things, but nuns cannot leave the convent and they can't own anything. And I was like, oh, is that why they call them nuns? Because they're not called sums or little bits. Here's the point, okay? What kind of jokes can I do in front of the sisters? It's the cleanest joke I have. Do you understand? I just switch topics really fast because I like to be relatable, what comes to my mind, right? So I made this mistake. I was in front of the sisters and I was like, you know the worst thing about dating? And the one of them looks at me and goes, no. I was like, oh shit, I can't joke about dating or marriage. And then one of them goes, why not? And I'm like, because y'all can't get married. And then she goes, I'm married to Jesus. And I was like, that's a little different. And she goes, how? What do you mean how? You want an example? Okay, Jesus doesn't cut you with his weird ass toenails when you cuddle at night. You know what I mean? That's what Jesus doesn't touch oven you in the morning and pretend to be asleep. Jesus doesn't put the empty almond milk carton back in the fridge. Okay, that's a real relationship. You know who's got to be loving this right now? Chaperones. This 6 feet apart thing is what they've always wanted. It's amazing. Did anybody go to a Catholic school growing up? What was that weird phrase they would say when you dance too close together? What was that thing they said?
Room for the Holy Spirit.
Leave room for Holy Spirit or leave room for Jesus, right? Which is weird because I asked Jesus and he's like, yeah, I don't want to grind with 2 15-year-olds. I don't know when this started. Don't leave room for me. It's not like his song comes on and he's like, oh shit, make room for Jesus, my humps, my lovely savior lumps. Like, it's not the Holy Trinity that he's a part of. You understand? Love that laugh there. That's amazing. I'll tell you this before I go. there was this one sister, her name was Sister Mary or Sister Margaret or Sister Mary Margaret or Sister Margaret Mary. Those are the 4 types of nun, collect them all. And she would say this phrase when we danced too close together. She wouldn't say leave room for the Holy Spirit or leave room for Jesus. When we were dancing too close, she would say this to teenagers over and over. She'd be like, hey, the Holy Spirit needs 7 inches.
Oh.
I'm sorry, what? She goes, you heard me, mister. And one time, because I'm 15, I'm going up to her just to be a little bit of a jerk. And I'm like, hey, does the Holy Spirit really need 7 inches? And she goes, actually, the Holy Spirit would like a full foot. But it'll settle on 7 inches. And I was like, don't we all, sister? Don't we all? By the way, if anybody had any kids listening in on this, it's fine. I didn't say anything bad. I've been pitching that joke on a TV show because it's clean, right? It's all innuendo. Because you wouldn't have understood what I said. Like if there was a little kid in the room, they would have been like, what's the difference between 7 inches and 12 inches? In your mind, you'd be like a hospital visit, but you wouldn't say it. And you just move on. All right, that's pretty good. I'm going to show you my dog now. She's really cute, but she should have laughed more. Thank you guys. Both of you. You can see more of Roxy.
How about we go crazy for